So we are now, since we have the highlighted areas going on and I set my foundation with my powder, I'm now going to contour. So this is going to be my updated contour video. What I'm currently using as of right now, this will be subject to change in the future when I learn different techniques and, you know, things like that. So what I'm using right now is to contour, I'm using a powder to contour, and this is MAC's Blunt. This is a blush that they sell at MAC. And it's it appears to be brown. And you're like, this looks like the same color as you. But really, once you put it on, it's dark. So you have to kind of go in with a really light hand on here, you know, when you're using it, or your face is going to look like mud. So I'm using this, but you can use any color powder or whatever, you know, you can even use liquid or cream foundations or concealers to contour with, but what I'm using is powder. So what contouring is, it just helps sculpt your face and make things more defined and just helps your features pop. So if that's what contouring is. Contouring is not, you know, you don't need to contour. I mean, I just like to, especially when, you know, when you guys see me on camera, I'm contoured. So, but I don't contour every day. So the areas that I like to contour are my cheekbones, which is in this area here. And to help find your cheekbones, well, actually the socket, kind of like that, is this area here, right? So you want to place the powder underneath this area. So to help find that, if you can't find it, because my face is pretty round. So what I do is, well, I already know where to place it because I've been doing it for so long. Mine kind of falls right where my sideburns kind of stop. So it's kind of like in this area. So I'll go like this. Or do the fish face. So you kind of see right there. So that is where I'm going to place my contour powder, right there. I'm using the Sedona Lace 602 brush, and this is from their Midnight Lace. I think it was the four brush set collection. I will name all the brushes and the collections and the sets that their brushes are from, okay? And a link to their website. So this is an angled brush, and the angled powder brush just helps you place, you know, your product where you need it placed. So that's why I like to use an angled brush like this. And this is, again, Sedona Lace 602. So I'm going to place it. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do. But I may go a little bit heavier for camera purposes so you can see. And lighting. So that's that. And I'm going to do the other side also, but you definitely want to blend out all of this. So even when I look kind of from the front, you can kind of see where I put it. So I'll definitely blend this out. And if you feel like, oh no, I messed up, no, it's too much, it's too much, you can always go back with your powder, your setting powder like this, put a little bit in here and definitely lighten that up and help blend out everything too. See, it kind of softened it up. You may or may not be able to see, but you can see it softened up right there. And other places that you can contour is, like, for example, if you have a more rounder face underneath here and you want that to look a little bit more chiseled, you can definitely put some product right in here. To help minimize, you know, your chin down there. If you want your jawline to be more defined. So that's also where you can contour too. You can also contour around your hairline here to minimize a large forehead. I don't personally do this, but I'm just going to show you for the video purpose. Take it all right in here. And for this part, I use a really light hand because you don't want this to look, well, I personally don't want it to look too dark up here. So I use a light hand, so you may not be able to see what I even did right there. So all in my hairline. So now I am going to contour my nose, and I am going to be using my, again, Sedona lace brush. It looks like this. And this is the EB09 brush from their Vortex collection brush set. So for this, you want to, you know, go more light-handed before you go heavy, because you want to be able to build how much contour and how much you want it to pop. So I just put a little bit like that. And to contour my nose, I'm going to look straight ahead, and I'm not going to be able to really speak because when I talk I might mess up. So to contour my nose, I start towards the bottom, this area. So I'm contouring this and this. That is going to look more slender. And bring it down like that. So now that that's kind of on, you can kind of see, and then I'll blend out the sides. So if you go on a line like this, I'm going to take it back down and blend out downwards. So it's kind of like creating a triangle. So up, down, triangle, and blend. So that's pretty much kind of contoured the way I want it down there. I don't want to go too heavy with that. So now I'm going to connect from here and then kind of go into my eye socket here. So I'm going to go here and then connect. And also blend. And to better see like where to contour your nose, I kind of put my head back a little bit so I can see, you know, the lines of my face. So you can kind of see how it's starting to pop. So I go in the sockets down the bridge of my nose. I don't have a bridge, so contouring makes it look like I have one. So that's that. And then once again, like I said, if you feel like, oh, this is popping way too much, you can go back in with your powder. Put a little bit on there like that. And just blend everything together. Especially you want to blend that. Because if you turn to the side, you don't want people noticing your contour. And I've had to learn that over the years, because I know definitely some my old videos, my contour was showing. I'm like, ooh, girl. So that's that.